Happy you could join us. We are with Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee. The group includes, we're at the Sovereign in Georgetown. Also, of course, you've got Blue Jacket Brewery down by Nats Park. And the two Rusticos in Alexandria and Ballston. They've been doing some fun dinner pairings there recently. I think the pizza there at Rustico is amazing. It's one of my favorites. It has been ever since I first went there years and years ago. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too.
What is on tap or in the can this week?
On the can, yeah. Well, first of all, I wanted to mention, we first met at Rustico, Alexandria.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I think it's been 10 years, honestly. It's been close to 10 years, if not.
And you're still so young.
I'm so young at heart. So this week we are tasting a delicious can of beer from Stillwater, our friend Brian Strumke.
Wow.
And it's called Extra Dry. It is an amazing farmhouse ale they produced just recently. It's got a great dry hopping to it. It's brewed with a little bit of Pilsner malt and some sake rice. Extra dry is a nod to like the Japanese love of bone dry beers for their cuisine, and it's fantastic. Let's give it a.
It's 150 degrees outside right now, so this just the smell tells me will help with that.
Only 4.2% alcohol.
Oh,
so
my.
Very crushable, bone dry, but not too bitter.
No, so refreshing.
Uses his house Saison yeast. And so the genesis of this beer is that he worked together and collaborated with the Kyuki Brewery in Ibaraki Prefecture of Japan about 4 or 5 years ago now, I think. And they produced a beer that was based on sake. So they even used like the koji mold to get a real sake character. It was brewed with sake rice, koji mold, and barley malt. This go around, he said he wanted to not use the koji mold to make it too sake-esque, but instead tried to mimic the flavors you get of sake with that farmhouse yeast that he uses in-house, but also with the dry hops. So it's got a really cool aromatic of a kind of spicy, earthy note from American-grown Sterling hops, some herbal, grassy notes from Hallertau, which is German, and then Citra, which is a pretty well-known hop today, gives a little bit of a kind of lemony character in the nose.
Couple things. We've been doing Beer of the Week. We're just about 4 months, less than 4 months from our 5-year anniversary, which is hard to believe. Stillwater, I don't think they were in, because it was in December we started, so we did a bunch of Christmas beers, but Stillwater was one of the
originals,
or early ones in that first 6 months we did, and it was all the big bottles, you know, right? But the point being, I mean, he has really evolved and moved and doing and collaborations, and I love seeing the cans because I've become such a big fan of cans. One, they keep the light out. 2, they're easier to carry.
Yep.
They
chill quickly.
They
don't weigh as much. And yeah, I mean, they're great for the beer. No light is getting in. You know, no air is getting in. It takes a hell of a lot longer for it to oxidize in can than it would in a bottle. It's a great package, particularly for these like low alcohol, still very flavorful, crushable beers like this.
What would you pair it with?
So I guess I'm just thinking this to me is begging for like, you know, some sushi, some sashimi, dumplings, ramen, which is the new big thing here in DC. Obviously, you get ramen
I haven't eaten
around
yet today,
every corner. And you're like, what else? Tempura, teriyaki, all those things. I mean, what food doesn't love low alcohol, effervescence, a little bit of lemony, earthy funk in the nose? It's perfect for a lot of things.
If I see this, and I presume it can be found around the city.
Oh yeah, you'll see it everywhere.
The DMV, as the young kids say, I'll buy it.
That's for sure.
Really nice. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly, and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.